Okay, Salakia, I'm back. Had to take care of something real quick. Like I was saying, um, when you read John 3:16, everybody thinks that world is speaking on everyone, but it's showing you right here. When you read 1 John 4:9, it says, "And this was manifested the love of the Most High towards us, because that the Most High gave or sent His only begotten Son into the world that we might live through Him." Now, before you get to John 3:16, you got to read John 3:14. Okay? Now, keep in mind, everyone must live, and it must be manifest by made known the love of the Most High to who these men are that's going to live through Him. Okay? So, when you read John 3:14, it says, "And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up." Okay? "That whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have eternal life." Life is living. Okay? Life is living. So it's saying that just like Moses, when he died, when Moses lifted up the staff, and we're going to get into that, the same way the Most High must be lifted up. So now we're going to see who the staff and the serpent, or the staff, was lifted up to when Moses lifted it up. The same way that was lifted up by Moses to someone, it has to be lifted up the same way, but it's going to be this time through the Son, who we clearly just seen where he said, because that he sent his only begotten Son into the world that we might live through him. Okay? Now, let's get into Numbers. Well, actually, I already read it, but the point in this, we're going to go to 8. It says, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Make thee fiery serpent, and sit it up on a pole. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is bitten, when he looketh up on it, shall live." Okay, now, it's simple. And it said right here, it gave the example. "And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up, that whosoever believeth upon him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Voila. Same thing. And this was to the children of Israel. Okay? But keep in mind, look at something. Not everyone looked upon the serpent or the staff and was bitten. You know what I'm saying? And was saved from those serpent bites. Not everyone did that. Okay? Just like today, not everyone, that's why it says whosoever. That lets you know right there it's only going to be certain people. Whosoever doesn't mean everybody, because it's already been set up to know that not everybody would do this. Okay? It says, "And Moses made a serpent of brass and put it up on a pole, and it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived." He lived. Okay? Just like in John 3:14, it says, the Son of Man will be lifted up, that these people would live. But it was Israelites. Okay? And all these things were a petition or intercession made that we would live. Okay? That we would live. Not everybody is living right now. Everybody is not living right now. Okay? Only the people that this petition or this intercession that was made by Yahweh Shah to Yahweh, they're the only ones living. And these verses prove it. Okay? This is Matthew 27. Because now look what happens after Yahweh Shah, when he died and he was resurrected. Look at what happened. This is Matthew 27:50-52. "And Yahweh Shah, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom. And the earth did quake, and the rocks rent, and the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose. So it just told you that they were dead. But Yahushua, because it tells you right here in 1 John 4:9, and this was manifested. It was made known that the Lord loved us. Why? Because that the Most High sent his only begotten Son into the world, which we just read when he was sent to the world, that we might live through him. So after his mission was accomplished right here, what happened? The earth did quake, and the rocks rent, and the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose. So everything played out. But what happened first? The petition had to be signed. The intercessions were being made. All these things had to take place to where we would be in the position that we're in today. Okay, I hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honors to the Apostle Nels, great millstone. Peace and blessing to Yah, and pushing his truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.